Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam. Shall we start, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm waiting actually.
Okay. So, good morning, all of you. Welcome to the seminar on research methodologies. Today's resource person, Dr. P. Rajasulochana, madam, Professor, Research, Savita Medical College and Hospitals, Chennai. Coming to the madam's credential, she has published 73 journals, in which 3 are SCI, 55 are Scopus indexed, and UGC approved are 16. Presented 35 conference papers. Presently, she is guiding 2 PhD scholars and MTech 2 and BTech 56 scholars. She has received Best Paper Award for the technical paper in National Conference conducted by Wales University, Chennai. She is a BOS member, internal member of Department of Bioinfo and Genetic Engineering. She received Best Teacher Award from Bharat University for the year 2013-14 and also received Limca Award for obtaining PhD in 2 days difference by wife and husband in the same month and same year. Published an Indian patent on a new bromophenolic compound from Kappa Hicus alvarzi, Chennai. Published a book on marine algae with Lambert Atomic Publishers. And there are many more achievements and credentials to the madam. Thank you so much, madam, for coming as a resource person. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for me kind information to the audience. Shall I start, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Today, we are going to discuss about the research methodologies. Nowadays, each university and colleges, they are very showing interest about the research methodologies, means how to publish the papers and also what is the research, how to do research, and also what is the novelty. According to the news, even India also got one good rank among the world, the research. So we should have publication related to the research patents and also the publications and grants, all these things. Before entering into the core of the publications patents, I'll give brief about the research methodologies. Actually, PhD scholars and in MTech students and BTech students, MBBS students, MDs, all are having this research methodology as a one class and one course. This became mandatory according to the UGC rules and regulations. So we used to take classes about the research methodology. Then only we will initiate and motivate the students. What is the significance to involved in the research methodologies? Actually, in medical college are also they started a new division related to the research exclusively for research. So that's they designated as the A grade faculty, means the first one faculties. So we used to do high impact factor publications and also the international, national level of patents and also the nation, international level grants and H index, how to increase the H index. What about the Google Scholar, how to send that queries to the Scopus database and how to connect to the global level. So we should not be national level, we have connection among the global level, that is for global. So before seeing all these things, we discuss about the course of that research methodology. What is the research? What are the types of the questions we raise? So actually, research methodology, if you're going to see, novelty is very, very important. Even if you do basic research, also novelty is important. You know very well about the what is the novelty. Even small work also should do as a novel methods. So actually, general questions of the scholars and also the students, what is research methodology? What constitutes a research topic? How to select a research topic? What are some of the limitations? And also the how to literature review, because people used to do old literature review. Nowadays, trend has been changed. What are the fine sources of information for my literature review? because nowadays many clone journals and proxy sites are also available. Even Sci-Hub also proxy sites. So we should be very careful while citing the papers. How to select an appropriate methodology? Very important method selection of the methodology. So while your choosing of the title is one era and selection of the methodology, because standard methodology anybody can do. So you have to make it into novel. The next, what are some of the common types of qualitative? Actually, research methodologies are the two types: qualitative methodology, quantitative methodology. We have to show the difference between the qualitative methodology and also the quantitative methodologies. What are the quantitative methodologies? What is the qualitative methodologies? How it will applicable to your topic? All these things. What type of data to collect? How to collect the data? How to analyze the data. Here only students, staffs, and also the scholars, many are struggling analysis of the data. They are stuck. That's why paper they could not able to upload by themselves. They are telling them how to analyze this one, because that is called data interpretation. That's very important. You have to put some efforts to analyze the data, because if you're going to see human body, heart is very important. Interpretation, analysis of the data is important. One title, first one is choosing of that nice title, means novel title. Next you have to choose the literature review. We should not refer as low standard journals. We should maintain the quality of the journal. Reference literature also. Then you have to see whether you are citing proxy sites or real sites. That also you have to identify. The next one is methodology. Already many methodologies existing. What is new with your methodology? What is the innovation of your methodology? After that, somehow you completed with the fund or without fund of your research, how to analyze the data, because the last name we conducted start submit 2000 projects we completed within the 2 years. So much of data is there. Then immediately our director called and you have make them publish, because if you are do wonders also, we should not keep with you, because you have to make the publication. Once if a publication is released as in form of that paper, as in form of patent, as in form of book, means it should have recognized worldwide recognition. So no one cannot be point out this. So all these things we should be keep in our mind. Is this also one part of that research method? What are some of the tests used as a methodological data? What are the tests we are using? What are the drafts? And also the research findings, and also what is style you are using. This is very important. Style, it may change paper to paper, and also according to the journal also. Nowadays every elsewhere and Springer and Nature, they are mostly expecting from authors in a graphical abstract. It looks very nice, graphical abstract. So what is the definition of the research methodology? Highly intellectual human activity used in the investigation of nature and matter, and deals specifically with the manner, means data collection, analysis, and interpretation. Three parts: collection, analysis, interpretation. This is the intellectual human activity. Means we can't do with the if you have to funding, somebody is giving 50, somebody is giving 50 lakhs. We can conduct experiment. That is one. Then publication only, it will show, it leads to publication and leads to patent. Then also these are all the funding is one other, but doing is also intellectual manner only. All can't do the research. Only few people only who are having that passion, who are having that enthusiasm, so they can do. So this is intellectual human activity. We have to use to do in a different manner, not like in all are doing. No, you should not be doing. Then you may not get the quality publication. So these are the what are the unanswered questions, unsolved questions, concern, query, statement of inquiry. Means what we'll say here. They stated, my scholar stated five indirect. Like we can say, you have to take the challenge. Means problem. Suppose we are going to industry to ask what's your problem. We are ready to solve. Means industry means not in no, normal industries. Means research or in each industry they are having R&D department. You go and see many industries are suffering to solve the many related research related problems. If you solve means that is sufficient. That is one of the important task of the selection of the instead of normal standard research topic selection. You can go like this. Means it will become it will give all credits: paper, publication, patent, commercialization, industry, everything. That's why we should have tie up with industries. Industries, how they are suffering with the unsolved problems. As an intellectual human, you can solve. As a researcher, you can solve. As a professor research, you can solve. Like that, you have to take the challenge, take their problem, then give the solution for them. That's all. How to select personal interest, social problem, testing theory, prior research, programming, human service practices, minorities in research is very, very important. Nowadays, yesterday also we got collaboration with one industry from Hyderabad. They said industries people they are ready, the government is ready, is giving some 1.5 crores, madam, for the industries, but the problem should related to the social relevant problem related to the environmental concern. So yesterday they came and they want to collaborate with us to write that proposals and to solve their industry problems. They'll get the fund from government. So like that, what even government also said to them, it should be social relevant. It should be environmental concern. That is like that. You have to select the topic. So these are the some limitations: time, financial, anticipating, and also the limitations, human resource limitation, out of the box, in of the box. Everything we have to plan. That is called work plan. How much of the human resource you want, how much fund you want, how to get the fund. So the people are actually, many funding agencies are ready to give fund. Why many are not getting funds? Because they don't have the novelty in their work. They don't have the novelty in their titles. That's why the people are not getting funding. Why others are getting? Why can't you? The major one is novelty. If you have novelty, if you have some pilot studies, if you have good publications, means you can surely, because if you're going to see yesterday, February 28th or 26th, one director Pratibha from CSR, she came and she delivered one lecture. She said more or less 3,000 crores are laying in DSTCSR, madam. They are not at all submitting the good proposals. So try to go for the novel research, try to go industries, take the challenges and show the solutions. What is the first step is, once if a title is fixed, you go for the literature review. Literature review means they will say, professors will say, and scholars will say, and doctorates will say, go for literature. What is the literature review? How to select it? So you should not select all papers. You should systematic review of available resources. Very, very important, systematic nature. Instead of going random nature, if you go systematic nature, you can easily reach your topics, you reach your the work plan. So theory and concepts, and also identification of independent, dependent variables, measurement, operational definition, selection of appropriate risk taking, sampling strategy, statistical techniques, findings and conclusion of similar studies studied. That's why what we did this year itself, our director introduced one very nice format, that is the Google format. So we are sharing that Google format to all scholars and also the BTech, MTech, and also nursing and pharmacy and MBBS, MDs, and also and also some scholars, research scholars, postdocs. So what they have to do, title, we are checking the title, including the director also is sitting with us, committee will form. They should not supposed to take as just like that. So title should have novelty. The next one, which methodology also we are checking. The next one is how many samples, with how many minimum we suggested 100 samples we have to take. Then only you can get that statistical power 0.9. If you are taking in 80 also, you can get 0.8. How you will get the accuracy? Then accuracy, which is statistical power software we are using. That's why we gave paid software to all our university people. They can check that one. So what are the findings, output? That is all these things. We ourselves, we are sitting we formed as a committee. We are checking each and everything, because students are scholars. So many are there taking just like the titles that may not useful for them. That's why this year itself we followed this system. Where do I find sources of information for my means? How you will find me? Books you can use, journals, internet, databases. So achievers, interviews, observations, reports, and records. For journals means if you have subscription, well and good. You can go for the subscription basis. because we're mostly for open access. You can go for the open access, and also the if you get through institute, if you are go means it's very easy. How to select an appropriate methodology means you will get the doubt. You are saying, madam, methodology should be now, because the nature of the problem being investigated. So that's very, very important. Qualitative, quantitative, which type of the research you are going to take. You're going to see community medicine, one type of the medicine, and also the some computer science, some ECE departments, some pharmacy and nursing. These people are they recently we conducted one community medicine department, one study, that is quantitative study, means old age home, the people feeling so in old age homes. So we are about to publish it to Malaysian people. So in Malaysia, we conducted one research, that is old age people, how they are taking care, how is their feelings, what about their diet, what about their immunity power, then what about that hormones? But hormones we didn't do because it will take a lot of time. But still up to data we collected. That is quantitative research. So like that you can choose which type of the research you are going based on your domain you have to go. Because if you're going, if you're pure R&D means you can go qualitative. If for somewhat database epidemiological studies means you can go quantitative. Examples for the what I said, the same only. Common types of qualitative methodology, surveys, cross-sectional, correlation, experimental, expose. So you can go for the yesterday we discussed in oncology department. They published one research paper in a statistical cancer. Statistical cancer is worldwide top 2 journal. Impact factor more than 30. So she published, madam is published, which is that the director of that oncology department with the collaboration of computer science department. What they did, they did some epidemiology quantitative research, is published within 1 month, because that was the data throughout the world she collected, including all countless of the cancers that she applied for machine learning techniques. So that is like that also you can go for the it's very easy. If you think difficult means difficult, easy means easy. So you have to concentrate type of the research. You should be very clear. As a scholar, you should be very clear. Common types of the quantitative methodology, biographical, phenomenological, and also the case studies. Most people are concentrating case studies. So you can so based on your domain. Suppose if you belongs to CS, if you belongs to EC, if you belongs to the medical, if you belongs to pharmacy. So case studies means you know very well which what type of the suppose in medical means what type of the disease. Example for that one is COVID. We already published 2 papers in COVID related. Scovus index, and also one more paper also is ready to publish in the beta. So like that you have to choose your topic. So what type of data to collect means collection of just like that you have to randomly you have to collect which data you want, what type of the data. It should be coded, rank, and continuous measurement is very important based on the matrix. So observations, interviews, reports, records. These also you can go for the case studies. Even yesterday, psychology department, they did this one reports, collection of that reports means the people behavior and that because they know if you are by seeing it, so they're telling this people is like that. So they prepared one report. They are going to publish in Secretariat Journal. So records are also records is database. You can go for the database and see database sequences. Why variant type of that COVID virus is coming? What is the gene variations like that? Then how if we are going to see we can predict PCR predict COVID at the same time machine learning also predict COVID, artificial intelligence also COVID. What is the difference? Which is the first? What about the accuracy? Like that also you can go. Analysis of data. Need to consider the type of data collected. Continuous or category wise also you can go, or continuously can go, mixed also. Even some people taking 100 to 1,000 also. So based on their time limit, time span, some boundaries. By following the timeline, we have to complete our task. Some of the tests used on this category related data is, very well, this everybody knows, chi-square testing to the relationship between variables. So random variables and also the stable Fisher's test also we can use. So these are the various types of the category data we can use based on your result. Use it for continuous data ANOVA. ANOVA single or to one way ANOVA also you can use, or two way. Mostly we are using two way. Even for UG students we are using one way based on their result. With comparative students you can go for ANOVA based. How to draw conclusions from data is graphical presentation. Whereas people are so fond, because in abroad we used to collaborate with various countries. They are telling, Madam, why can't you go for the graphical presentation? So people are very fond in nature journals and springers. They want only graphical abstraction. They don't want this type of the theories type. Use of statistical analysis, sharing data among colleagues and receiving feedback. You can go like that also. Critical analyzing data and result. This is the data collection. If you want to go for the case studies also you can use, or database also you can use. So how to present? Presenting is very important. So you are doing very novel work. Without presenting means it's very difficult. So that's why people did very different types of that works, but they don't know how to present. That's why they are coming. Most people are coming in various universities throughout India. Even nowadays, we are have started the international collaboration. Also, very next month we are going to publish with international collaboration research findings. So that they don't, because in pictures, charts, fine charts, and also the bar charts, flow. Actually, this is the right way to present your research findings. It looks very nice, analytical manner, and also intellectual manner. Organization charts, grant charts, and stated plot charts. If you want, you can go for word diagrams also. Present your paper according to the AP. AP stands for American Logical Association, most commonly styled in the social sciences. This is for social sciences, you can use this one. Journal format, you know very well, title, abstract, main body, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion, reference. I would like to tell one thing while you are introducing that your title and also introduction, you should mention minimum 10 hallmarks. Otherwise, very difficult. Whatever hallmarks you are putting in it, the same thing should reflect in there. In reference part, it should not mismatch. Once it mismatch means your paper will be rejected. So this is the American referencing style, last name of author. So this style, just I mentioned, maybe you can, based on that the journal, it will change. This is in-text citations. In-text will cite author's last name and year of publication, place, and also 3 or more authors means use all 3 when first cited. I think so, you know very well. 6 or more authors means use the last name of the first author followed by a year of publication. This is style of the functions. The example for this are the example how to use the same style. So statement of problem, review of literature, statement of the problem, review of relevant literature. So research objectives, description of research design, selection of operational of variables, sample selection procedure, how data was collected, data presented, summarized in words, conclusion, limitation, and implications, references. These are the major important things. So, what are the research means? Reports, articles, proposals, web pages, conferences, lectures, meetings, posters, and specific technical guidance. Very important. General technical guidance, non-technical audiences. So, some people are also non-technical. We can make them. So, kinds of writing, subject matter, writing constant, audience purpose. So, this one all we used to keep in our mind, because we used to need many different types of the teams in campus itself. Some are non-technical, some are technical. So based on their things only, we used to have purpose of writing. What is the need to write? Next, So while we are giving that guidance, we are giving the lectures, various lectures. We will first itself we will know the audience are based UGs, PGs, or scholars, or also the even social sciences people. Last week, Apollo Jupiter College also they said we need some publication work, madam. Can you help? Like so, but he did some work in Kangaroo something. So that is the related to the case study. So based on that only, it will change, slight change will happen. So format is like this layout. Grammar, usage, function. See is very important. So if you write, did very nice work, and you wrote also, if you are having spelling mistakes, you can't immediately they will director will say, grammar may not be. I can't improve like that. So everything have to take care. Writing skill is very important. It's art of writing. Paper writing, proposal writing is like art, human intellectual activity. So formatting scientific documents. This is double column format, just even single column format also is there. Mostly Nature, Springer, elsewhere, these are following. We are following double column mostly. So based on that journal, we can change the style. In scientific writing formats to see different situations. So formal reports, this is the formal report, general articles, presentation slides. Arrangement of the type of the page. This is called as typography. How to arrange. Layout is very important. Just like that, we should not supposed to write like essay. Avoiding common errors of grammar. One of the most important skills a writer can have is the ability to compose clear, complete sentence. The sentence is the basic unit of communication in all forms of English. Commas. This is the some proverbs importance. Commas, full stops are also they are checking. They will check. The editor will check because we are the editor of some journals. Now we used to see that shows their thing. Even we will give comments. Even comma is not there like that. That's very important. The verb sentence of sentences that refer to document depend on the position, introduction, result, and discussion. Example, conclusion, how to present. So design of example for that one. How to introduction. Introduction actually you have to do 5 paras A, B, C, D. First para should be just a general introduction. B means it will show 2 lines. B is something related to that one. C is hallmarks means literature indirectly. Then last one is your study of the objective. Certain words are commonly misused. So why it was the reason for choosing. So example like that. Actually, people use the principal, but principle like that. So you have to use these words in correct manner. Otherwise, meaning itself it will change. Editing is another task. Editing for content involves deciding what message, what you want to say, what message you are going to give to journal or society or means should be in very clear manner. Even simple work also should be clear. Don't make confuse of the editors and reviewers. A well-done edit has 3 characters. Clarity, what I said previous, that's clarity is very important. Consistency, hierarchy. So clarity, consistency. Clarity means suppose if you're going to see that clarity, what you want to send a message, what you want to say, that is called clarity. Consistency means same rapport you have to maintain. At the same hierarchy means the first one, what is introduction. Introduction again, what you have want to do first, what is there, what are the hallmarks, what is the research means, then methodology, what type of the methodology you are using, what about the result, then interpretation, everything should have maintained. You have to maintain. This is one of the example how the people used to do most mistakes. Prepare readers for understanding the work. So suppose means we have used to get the for review of many articles. Na? So first we will see that abstract, what he wants to say, whether it is forecast novel or not. If they you know very well about that one, they will send three reviewers. Even two reviewers accept, one reviewer didn't accept also. Nowadays they are not accepting the journal papers because there is no novelty means they won't accept. Even two reviewers accept also. It's happened. Two reviewers also accepted. Even Nature Journal scientific report. I am only research. I am only a reviewer of the one report, scientific reports. Two reviewers accepted, one reviewer rejected, then papership rejected. Title orients readers to your area of work. Efforts of individual example. So should be attractive man. Means attractive means putting all colors and also the some decoration. Not like that. Intellectual attraction is very important. A strong title always separates your work from everyone else. That's why I used to say title should be different. While seeing itself different, the reviewer or editor has to get interest to read the paper. Suppose example for that one is the very common example. I will say, you all people are daily we are using that this one ginger. Many people know ginger is having this one, that one is having the immune stimulating, immune booster. All are telling, but what you are telling, even ginger one bioactive compound is the ginger. The bioactive compound that only will give that high immunity booster. Like that, if you reflect your titles, then everybody will attract your titles. Prepares readers for the discussion. So what I said, na, topic, importance, background, arrangement, introduction should be like that. Just like that, something example for that one is artificial intelligence in a disease prediction. Means you should not write just like that one para about artificial intelligence. Should be some like that. Only one or two line only you have can write. That also eliminated. Actually, you have concentrate only on your core. Middle of report, you present your work. Choose of logical strategy. Nowadays, people are showing more interest how to logically you are presenting your strategy. That is very important. Middle of scientific reports, or this how to maintain the chronological orders and spatials. So articles follow a set of organizations, introduction, result, methods, materials, method discussion. So results also what I said in previous class slide, consistency, very important consistency. If you are not maintaining consistency, immediately editor reviewer will catch. In a strong ending, you analyze result, give a future prediction. If we pass, we have to give, say you did something artificial intelligence, machine learning, nanosensors. What is the use? You developed well, nice. You developed some methodology, you developed software. How you are taking this one in society, how you are using in industry, how it will useful for future. What about that limitations? Means advantages. What about the disadvantage? How to overcome that advantages? All things should reflect it. You have to give. Other researchers, you have to give. This is one example. Two types of tables and figures. So, tables and figures, people are so used to them many mistakes. Whatever you are taking from others, you have to mention. They are not at all mentioning. Just copy and sending. Madam, you please check. So it's not possible to check because the references mismatch. It will mismatch. When while putting the tables and figures, you have to write something interpretation. Something you have to write. This one diagram shows why is showing one, two, why you are maintaining the time balance, why it's increasing. Like that, you have to give description. Just like that, you have to put okay and okay, I completed my work. Means it may not be completion. It leads to incompletion of the work. So tables can present words as well as numbers. So if you want, you can go for the tables or only one you can use. If you want, use the graphs. If you want, use the tables. So if you are using tables and so should not be repetition should not be there. That they will see repetition is there. Anything you can use or should not repeat. Same content should not repeat. You can use that graphs and also say type tables, but you have to just be clarity is very important. Numerical data you choose between tables and graphs. So numerical data always we are presenting like this, not tables and graphs. So we have to choose, and also nice presentation is very important. Here there are no graphs, blood glucose level for normal, individual, and diabetic. We have to write why the peaks, what is the peaks, why some peaks are high end, some peaks are low peaks, what is the difference. Everything we have to give interpretation in the result and discussion. So line graphs, bar graphs, and compare holes. These are this one. These are the diagrams for the your representation. Compare parts of the whole. We did some project with this one, waste to wealth. These are the pictures. It is sponsored by the government of India. One advantage of drawings in control of detail. Drawings are also very important. If you are going for paper-based microfluidics, means you can go for 3D diagrams. It's very nice. References, the text citation appears when the material to be cited. Example for this one. So references style also you have to maintain. General references. This is example for the book references. Book references is different. While if you want to quote book references in your paper, you have to maintain some style. You should not supposed to follow the journal format. Unpublished materials, because even the paper is in under revision. Also, we can get from the some sites are there that we are the through institute we can get that. Also, we can use for this one, but that is differently. We have to cite. We should not cite the journals. If you are citing means they will claim because it's not published. It's only accepted. So this is the C Rams. And thesis also how to use means you have to use like this is the style of the thesis. Major points target the audience, main target, organization of the whole manuscript, clarity in communication, clarity in presentation, accurate citation, avoid plagiarism. It's a crime. See, that's why even Scoper Journal also they don't want to take any paper, any manuscript, including case studies also. If you have plagiarism, if research articles means below 15, review articles means maybe acceptable up to 20. It's a very important. Otherwise, they are not taking, because if they're taking also, they're you don't below, they won't publish because the journal will become in blacklist. Suppose if you are using the professors as authors means you have to see all these things. These are our roles. Once if we will become author means we will take care about all these things. We become all these things, and also corrections we are doing. The paper is clearly acceptable with a few minor changes. The perfect paper also we can minor changes also we can do. Okay, thank you for your time. All the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all.
Thank you so much, madam, for your session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.